Hello everyone, welcome back to more chess. We're playing as always, or as always so far anyway. 10 plus 5 rated, this time against Spirit of the Tuna, a 1392 player. I don't know, knight defends. Really? I don't know, maybe that's bad. But I support it. And then it seems pretty cool. You have a crummy knight, I have a good knight, and more pawns. Just before, well, not just before, earlier today I did some puzzles, and I just got like absolutely clobbered. I missed everything in every puzzle. It was embarrassing. What about this? Develops with check. This blocks, and then I have to run away, so it doesn't really seem very productive. It does make this knight a little bit sad, but he doesn't really mind going here, I think. So I think we don't do that. We just bring out another knight. Or, you know, actually, no, I shouldn't do this. F-pawn is scary business. Excuse me, what happened to the music I was playing? It just like paused? Oh, it's like signed into the wrong Google account because it, like, Chrome lost my cookies somehow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have... You're attacking my knight, you got me. But my queen's defending. I don't mind developing this. Unpins and develops, seems okay. I don't know, maybe bishop here would have been better, but then my queen is tied down for quite a while over here, which I don't really want. Pin? Here. Doesn't seem amazing. Let's just castle? Kick the bishop? Yeah, let's kick the bishop now. I don't mind getting an escape a flight square, and now I can do it with some decent tempo. Okay, we're attacking this now. That's nice. Double attack. Opponent's remaining bishop is dark squared, so this is like a slight weakness. But probably better than having all three pawns here still. Okay, yeah. So this is no longer quite so vulnerable. I think we just castle. Try to enjoy having the center space and then develop on the queen side with more pawns. Something, I don't know, here, here. Well, that's kind of dumb. How about here, here? That doesn't work. That for some reason I thought the bishop would be landing here. I can't draw that arrow, but where it's defended by the knight. But that's in fact not the case. It's a dark square bishop, so it would move only to dark squares. Other things to note since the last videos, I went and I got my patron wings here. I really appreciate I don't know, people who give things away for free and don't try to extort you for features. Hang on. Oh, well, this is defended by a pawn. Okay, so even if I trade on it, I don't actually come out ahead. And that's one of the things Lichess does, is all their stuff is free for everybody. So, I don't know. I want to get this knight out of the way so I can go somewhere with this pawn. Can't go here right away, but I want to soon. How would I support it? Maybe this? This. So I want the knight somewhere that it can be supported by that. So maybe here? Anyway, I mean, I didn't give a ton. I gave like... We'll see, like, whether I stick around here for months. If so, I'll do like a recurring subscription. But for now, I just gave him $10 to be like, thanks for the sweet software. And they give you the wings for a month if you donate like $5 or more, I think. Yeah, so I guess I could have also done like this, and then I didn't. No, I did want to move the knight. It just didn't have to be right then. I could have done this first, I guess. This is good because it also opens up this, which is probably useful. This is like the worst given announcement ever. But I a while ago I like set up a Patreon account because I was like, I don't know, what if people wanted to like give me some money? I don't want to like ask for money. I don't want to gate anything behind having given me money. But it would be kind of cool if people were like, I like this stuff, here's some money. But I never really like actually set it up to do anything. It's not tied in anywhere. It's not linked to a bank account. You could give me some money and they'd be like, I don't know what to do with this money. Here? I don't really mind if they take. It does weaken this pawn. Oh, I kind of do mind if they take, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed this. I should have gone here. Because I don't want a queen's or a knight on this square, really. I want a pawn there. This is not going great right now. I think I made a mistake on d4. And well, actually, what if I just pick this up? Takes? Let's say takes, then I'm fine. What if takes takes? Again, I can trade myself off and be fine. So I think I just want to do that. Right? Is that crazy? Takes? I've got a pawn. Takes. They've got a bishop. I've got a pawn and a bishop. So that would be fine. If they retake, I'm okay. What if they don't? Takes. Takes, removing the defender of the bishop. Now we're each up a pawn, and we each have pieces hanging / being attacked. So I think that's fine. I think they should have taken this sooner with their pawn, probably. I mean, it's not great because I'm still like losing this square. Ooh, really? Sort of thought you would take the advanced pawn. Are you like thinking that I'm worried about being doubled? I think I like this pawn. He's a little bit hard to defend, I guess. I want to get my major pieces involved. But it's sort of hard. This knight is weak. Is there something I can do to him? Not at the moment. I don't want him to do this, by the way, so I should probably move my bishop. Because I can't defend it. I could do this, but then here, 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 and I'm sad. So I think I need to just move my bishop. And the only good spot would be here, I think. And even that is not great. Yeah, I'm not happy with how this is going. Because there's like, this is an okay sack. It's not amazing, but it's probably good for them. Well, don't just snap recapture. Is there some in-betweener I have? No. Okay. Okay. So now they're threatening to actually, win this guy, and there isn't much I can do about it if I try to just defend him. Like, I could do this, and that seems pretty precipitous. I guess I could just move the knight and defend by, like, not being there anymore. I open up this line. But then something like this is pretty horrifying. I think I just, like, give up the bishop. And try to harass this queen for a bit, maybe? Something like this, to get the knight to a better position and with tempo. We have in mind something like this someday, which would be very upsetting for black. I'm just like worried about what you might do with this guy. Where could you move him in my house that would be safe? Nowhere, right? So if I attack him, he has to retreat. Where could he go? Here, here. I'm okay with both of those. Let's get my rook involved. Or should I leave it here and develop my queen connecting rooks? Well, oh, you don't have to move him. You could just defend, like so. But then you moved your queen again. Let's connect rooks so that I keep... Well, my queen doesn't care about defending this spot. Let's actually let this knight just stay where he is and get here while the getting's good. You don't want them to do something like this and prevent it, I think. Multi-purpose move. Oh my god, this was... this was perfect. I could have just done this. They moved right into my trap. Okay, I still have a trap. There are two undefended pieces now that are both hanging. You can't... Oh my god. Ah! Oh, shit. I'm toast. I'm losing my queen. Okay. Well, this is my only legal move, I believe, right? That's the kind of thing that should be a danger sign, is like, you know, your important pieces on the same color sort of near each other and near a knight is something that should make you be like, Well, I'll see what I can... this is falling. Not much to do about it, though. Yeah, we can resign here, right? There's not really any big mistakes left to make, probably. I don't know. We'll see if they do something dumb. They didn't take it. That's something. This gets us, yeah, okay, I mean, sure, but what about this? Not really threatening here anymore. Queen getting to here would be upsetting. Don't really think I care about the knight getting there. Not sure what this is about. Where is he going? Stopping rook here? Or, I don't know. There must be some threat that I'm just missing. Maybe this and then a discovery? I see. Where would you go to discover a check? A lot of places, I guess. You know, here, here. It's pretty horrible, huh? There's not really much I can do about it. We'll just give up the rook now. And now they only have a queen attacking me at the moment, which is an improvement. All right, fine. I'm out of here. So there was this. And this is the move I should have played, I think. But they... What did I play instead? I tried to chase... Yeah, I moved right into the trap. Just as they moved into my trap, I said, oh, I know. What if I did the same thing, but bad? Right? I should be winning here. Just like anything but this. Maybe the worst move on the board. This pawn is pinned, which means this space is open. And this was exactly what I was trying to set up, and they just like gave it to me. Oh, that's kind of funny. You don't have to take the rook. You can attack the knight, which is undefended. And they have to choose which one to give up. And they'll probably choose to give up the rook, so you can just take it anyway. But if they don't, you're like, great, I got a knight for free. Huh. And they run away to, as I predicted earlier, one of those two squares. And we can just keep doing the same thing. Let that rook dangle for a while. And keep making forcing attacks on important pieces. Huh. Now, why is this good? Why is it not now time to cash in? Oh, because the knight is defended, right. But when I do this, they get a chance to save the rook. I mean, this would be better, but this is also apparently a totally fine move. I don't quite understand why. Let's look at it. Oh, we can actually defend the rook. And it's just living on the 2nd rank, or 7th rank, I guess. Giving the opponent a headache. Not sure why this. I guess it piles up on the rook. And then we get out of it with check, defended by the rook. We just go back. Okay, let's hit... Oh, I should have done this while we were waiting. And they're finally like, man, you gotta just give up that queen. Yikes. Yeah, I had a pretty good game going until I gave it all away in one move. Apparently here, I also gave away a huge... Oh, we have the pawn. The pawn is defended. And, and so this fork applies. Yeah, you get the knight this way. I see. That's a big thing to miss. All right, well, I've already reviewed my 2 blunders. We'll see if it offers me a mistake. Yeah. So I played this, and I thought that was kind of cool. Is there some tactic about this knight that I was supposed to do, maybe? Like this first? I don't know. This knight is defended. It's not even that important. I was just worried about, like... Takes... Isn't that a problem? I didn't want to give up my center pawn supporting this guy. And I saw this as a way to avoid that. It looks like it did give up something real that they didn't give back either. This was a separate mistake. I can just do this, I guess. Why didn't I want to do that? Doesn't like that so much. I mean, even if we attack this knight with a pawn, he has a couple safe spaces to go to. Quite a lot, in fact. So I don't think that's the idea. I don't know. What was I supposed to do? Here? Why is that? So I imagine something like this. We obviously have to trade off the bishop now. I knew that. Huh. Why this? My center pawn is that much of an issue? That I get to just rescue my bishop? I guess the issue is I can do this if you don't, but like you can. Why not like? Why not takes? It says it's fine, but huh? It undevelops and it lets me equalize in material, I guess. Yeah, and they don't want to leave the knight here because it would ruin the pawn structure and expose the king. They suggest this, which seems okay. And we finally go in for that, but don't they stop my defense? Oh no, queen comes in, I see. Really? I guess, I mean, only a queen is attacking and only a queen is defending, so it's sort of like... It's an okay trade. I don't know exactly why it's saying they want a queen trade, but apparently they do. Huh. Okay, anyway, we explored that position a fair bit. So here, I missed this. Yeah, we saw that already. Ooh, okay. Well, that was a quickish one. Let's get another game in. I need more water. Black against Freddy Santista. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this. I every time I do this, something bad happens to me. I don't really understand how to play it. I believe you're supposed to do this. Develops, defends. Sort of contests the center. Not as well as you might like, but you know, you're black. You gotta take what you can get. Ooh, racist. Probably ought to get a knight out. This one seems fine. Supports this bishop, which is sort of nice. It's not like that attack on the queen is that important right now, but something we could do someday. This bishop's kind of sad. Can I do this? It's attacked twice, defended twice. I think I could do that. It gives this knight something to do and gets this pawn out of the way of my bishop. Threatens someday this, if they choose not to react. Hang on, should I do something else? No, probably not. Oh, it also opens up this check and take if they don't capture here, so I think they should. Which means I get my queen right in the middle of the board, kind of a scary position for her. Oh. I guess this is now undefended, huh? I mean, I should be able to pick it back up somehow or other, and this is fine. It's bad for their pawn structure. I think this is just how you try to take the pawn back. Yeah. Now none of this really works, does it? Anything we could attack is well defended. Okay, I seem to be down a pawn. Not ideal. But the weakness over here is what I get as compensation, I suppose. Not sure what to do with it. This is the weak point we need to target somehow. check. I don't know, nothing much. Just put a bishop here, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should have done this castles. But I didn't want him staring at this insane pawn chain. This is something, maybe? It pins the knight. It doesn't destroy any pawn structure, though, so it's kind of just trading my bishop for a knight, which doesn't seem that great. I think we just castle. I don't think I want that going any further, but I also don't necessarily want to open this up, do I? I guess I'd be fine with that. Gives me a nice outpost for my bishop. Trying to discover some attack against the pawn, maybe? I think this is fine. If the knight moves, I'll have to defend soon. No, because then they just take the bishop and end up a pawn. I have to trade, then when queen takes, then I defend. So I guess if this is legal, we're playing it. Can I not takes? I guess they get this then, so it's not actually winning something. Check? There's no longer a way to block that, actually, so we take away castling rights, don't we? No, they can block with bishop. But we do put that bishop into a pin. There's also some pressure here. I'd like to deflect this knight. Maybe. Then do that? But I have issues with this. Here's an interesting thought. If I take here, takes back, check, now bishop blocks is obscuring the only defender of this pawn. And I can come up here, and the bishop is a little bit pinned. Is that good enough? It doesn't seem that great. Takes, take. Yeah, I hate arrows. Why are they so hard? Takes, and now my king side is in terrible danger. I don't think I can afford to spend tempo on that. I think I need to defend more. But then I guess that's fine. Okay. So I could move the knight here. Fine. I could move it here. Which doesn't seem very good. I think the thing to do is this. And then here. And then I get out of it with the bishop. Anything better I should do first? What about delivering this check? There's still no way to block except with this pawn, which accomplishes nothing. So we go check. King has to move. Which means I'm not under attack. I mean, you could do this, but then I would trade with check and be okay. I guess that doesn't accomplish much. But I hate that. I don't want their dark square bishop to be alive. Do I? Maybe it's fine. I think I like my bishop here. He's pretty good. I should not do that. Let's just get out with check. Well, maybe, I mean, I don't know. Is he really that big a deal? This is the obvious response. I'm not sure what this is accomplishing, except, you know, someday you want to get in with the queen, but that's going to be a while, isn't it? Like, I don't see how you can do that, actually. It creates a persistent threat that I have to deal with. There is that. But I don't see any way for them to actualize that threat just yet. Oh, what if I had taken here with check first? I don't know, I can always do that later. It does... I'd rather do it now, yeah. Well, okay, maybe not now. Check takes bishop here. Kind of nice. It skewers the queen to the rook. This is defended, so I think it would be okay. They really have to do this. Oh! Oh! The discovered check! Holy shit, I'm a genius! Oh my god. I did not see that coming at all. Pretty sure we just pick up the free queen, right? Put that in your puzzles database, Lichess, please. I'm begging you. No puzzles from my games that I've seen so far. I checked once or twice. But that was a day or two ago. Could be some now. You never know. Uh-huh. I mean... I kind of want to just go here. Pile up on this. Seems good. The other choice, I think, would be here. To scare away the bishop, but they would just put it here or something, which I hate. So let me go here. And then if here is fine. And if not here, then I think I grab this pawn to stop it breathing down my neck. Check. What does this accomplish? King must move to one of these 4 squares. The dark squares are sort of easy to exploit somehow. Like this one would be bad. So, because we would do like this. Actually, it might be fine. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in this check right now. Let's just grab the pawn. Oh, and then this. This, what a threat. We get rid of that bishop. Even if it's only a trade, I'm like thrilled to see it. I just want this piece out of my house. Okay. So now they are able to escape when I do this. They can go to, like, any of those squares. Not here. If I go here, they kind of have to go either here or here, blocking in a rook, which I'm pretty happy with. It advances my queen, it weakens their pieces. I like it. Nope, they can take this. Because this is not defended anymore once the queen moves. Okay. Let's try not to lose on time, huh? I don't know, here to connect rooks. Oh, that just drops the bishop, you idiot. I forgot about that. Yeah. Does this check accomplish anything? I don't think it really does. But it gets a really advanced rook. It accomplishes some things. I'm attacking this pawn, and I'm opening up this file for my other rook. I think I'll go with this. We can try to pick this up, pinning the bishop to the rook. The bishop can move, but then we don't win the rook, but we get to trade the rook, which is an objective I'm happy to achieve. We also have this threat as well. It's tough for them to defend both. Okay. I think we take this out. I should be trying to bank some time. I'm not sure the purpose of that. Just so that when a difficult situation comes up, I make sure that I do have enough time to deal with it. Here? Check? Is that anything? King has to move to, like, one of these spaces. Doesn't seem to do much right now. Okay, I think we have to trade this. Oh, and then... No, they take with the rook, right? Okay, so my queen's in a little danger, but I think this is fine. My king is well protected by this rook and has plenty of breathing space. I attack this pawn for what little that is worth. More important is attacking the bishop. This defends, but I think this is fine. Here? Let's go here first. Let's just get off this file. I don't know, I don't want to let the king advance, really. Yeah, let's get rid of this and get everything on light squares. I don't know. It does open my king up a bit to the bishop, but all he has to do is stay on light squares and he's fine. check. Sorry, not there. It would be here. Check. Forces king here. Check. Forces king to one of these spaces. I don't think that's very good for me. Maybe I'll just bother him here. Try to get a fork on the rook maybe someday. Okay. I wanted to get my king here so that I could play like queen here checkmate someday, but I didn't really seem to have time. And this rook was always able to deflect me. Even when it hadn't moved here yet, it was like ready to start getting there. No thank you. Oh, hang on. They're threatening rook here. Let's not allow that. And now suddenly their king is in a bit of danger. Oh, that's interesting. I'm okay with this. Get out of here. I have enough material to win without that piece. Does that work? Just defend the pawn that way. Now this is all tied down. Nothing can touch it. I can work with my rook and 3 pawns against their bishop and pawn. This kind of forks the bishop and the pawn? Well, not really. King here attacks the rook, so I would want to run away. And then they can run away with the bishop after that, I guess. That's fine, I don't care. And my rook and king can keep this king off on the left half of the board, while I believe still defending this pawn just fine. Okay, I'll just do this. Get him off of the dark square. This is kind of your last stop to defend the pawn. But I can put my rook here, and if you sack the bishop for it, then I just promote this pawn instead. Not sure what that's doing. Trying to convince me to maybe sacrifice some material for some reason? That would also be fine, I think, but I'm not going to. Yeah, you can have it, I think. Go ahead. Queen, please. Go away. Further away? push some more over here, I guess, since I can't promote this guy very well. I could get my king over, I guess. Okay, they're trying to see if they can get stalemated. All I have to do is not capture their bishop to avoid that. They kind of have to take because this is mate. Yeah, I can pre-move this, right? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, I stumbled my way into a free queen and just barely managed to win by that amount. How bad was it for me before that? Things were looking sort of bad in the opening, huh? Made some mistakes there. Several mistakes there. Okay, well, show me. That. I thought I had enough support for this. It's fine. It breaks up White's center pawn duo. Isn't that good? Was I supposed to do this first? I don't think so. They have something like that or that, which I don't really care for. I guess it's gonna say I should just like peacefully develop something, like put a knight here. I don't know. Take here. It does. It lets the opponent get a bishop out. And I don't think I'm a fan of that. But like, this isn't just like an inaccuracy, it's a blunder. I'm losing something serious this way, which I don't see at all. Okay, let's scan the board. Anything interesting going on? No undefended pieces. This pawn is defended only by the bishop. Any checks or other forcing moves? We have this. Attacks the queen, but I don't really think anybody cares. They would be happy to block, I mean, I don't know, to like do this. We each spent 2 moves, but and threw away a bishop, but they developed a knight and I didn't develop anything, so that's not very good, I don't think. It would let me do this, but I don't see that as being much good. Okay, what's another quiet developing move I could do? Maybe this? Knight here, trying to exploit this space? Oh, maybe that's an idea. I guess I did end up losing a pawn here, didn't I? In this whole exchange that I thought was going great for me. And it was because they were able to capitalize on this. I was removing the only defender of this pawn. That's why that's bad. All the other stuff over here comes out okay, but at the end they have tempo and an attack on this pawn. This sort of addresses that, I think. Good move. Yeah, okay. Good point. Now, it doesn't like bishop e7. Now, I mean, I can cheat a little bit and look at the analysis and see that this is in response to an enemy blunder. So like this pawn move was a disaster, and I was supposed to exploit it somehow. Was it like this? I get the queen trade in and take away their castling rights and get the king stuck in the middle, and that's worth a knight? It's not even really a knight, right? I'm getting a pawn, probably 2 for it. I bet that is good. Nope, it's horrible. Huh. check. I was looking at something like this at some point. Nothing can block. Well, the pawn could block. But then I could go here, check again. But at that point, like a million pieces can block if they want. Oh, but then I can win the rook. Huh. I see. That's why that's bad. This square is sensitive. No, I can't win the rook then. Yeah, because they moved the pawn. I think this is the idea. Yeah, they have to move. Supposing this, then I have this, which is overwhelmingly great. Right, they prefer this, and I pick up the rook, and they can't really trap me. So instead of blocking with the pawn, they just have to put the king, like, commit it. Oh! Oh, no! You wouldn't! This is brutal. Okay, alright, there is knight block, so it's not like we actually get to pick up the queen. Oh. We just castle queenside, and... I don't know. I'm actually a little surprised. I see. I was down a piece here, or most of a piece, and then they let me equalize. And I didn't take it. I see. They just give me all this time to develop. I'm not totally sure why this is good. It gives me enough support to pile up on this knight, I think. Suppose they do, like, nothing much. No, I guess that's not nothing. Wow, king move, huh? Things are that dire? But yeah, we can do this. Although I would prefer that I castle. And we have these files. Okay, sure. Doesn't like that. Why not? This pawn was kind of tough to keep alive, but I don't think there's any big tactic going on. Something like this, maybe? Yeah, that is... Well... This move doesn't actually stop h5. They can still play it, and it's only attacked by a bishop and only defended by a rook. Some things you might consider are this, because it is guarded by the queen, right? But it's attacked twice, so even though it's check, I don't think it really does like anything good. But I guess we could look at that. Like, what is this? Is that good for some reason? No reason I can see. This? Does it stop that? I mean, not really. Maybe I could just do this and be, like, okay with them advancing one more step if they want, but having a more sound structure. Doesn't really like that. I don't know, thinks maybe it's okay? Good move. What did you like? Bishop g4. Here? What? Oh, here. That's 4. Who? So why is this good? Oh, I was looking at this bishop. Oops. This bishop to, like, check and try to stop this development, but it doesn't work. But I guess this bishop pins the knight. And it's a good outpost. I eventually supported it with this. which I guess they don't like. Huh. Okay, don't really understand this. Doesn't like g6. Yeah, they hated me supporting this. Was this tactic here earlier, maybe? Takes, takes, takes. Check first? Gosh, there's so much going on. I was worried about some discovery, like even this. And then there's too many attackers on this square, but I can like add one if I want. So, but I didn't want to make this pawn have to move. I was scared of this rook coming right down on my king side. That's sort of what was going on there. So like I think takes just like does not work, right? Takes. I'm up a pawn at the moment, but I have a bishop hanging. And no clear counterplay. So what about this? Is that deflecting a piece somehow? Here kind of has to be here. That's the only response that I see. King can run, but he doesn't want to. So here, here. But like, so what? I don't know. What did I gain from all this? It says I take here. Okay. I mean, I get this. Ah, I forgot this bishop is defended. Oh, wow. Okay. It's defended, but like I thought the knight was busy guarding my queen. He's not. He can go here and still defend the queen. Like so. Okay, that was tough to see. I mean, I saw this new line to the king, I think. Or I saw it eventually. I don't know if I saw it now. But it didn't seem like it was working out, and I guess it was. I have that many blunders? I guess it's showing me mistakes too, sure. So is it this again? It must be, right? No, it hates it now. Here? Takes, takes. Doesn't look like I'm coming out ahead of that one. My idea was I took here to remove the defender of this square, and then I grabbed it. And I thought that was pretty cool. But apparently I have something much better. And it was something caused by this move, because that was their blunder. It's like I had to punish a mistake. And this was the mistake. What was happening before? This was defended, this was defended. It was illegal to like move a pawn here or something. I don't know. Obviously, still illegal to do that, so it's probably not it. Did I look at this? Like, I mean, this is the only thing I can see that is forcing it all. And I don't understand how it can be good. Takes. Takes. Right? I have a pawn, but I've lost a knight. Now I'm up a pawn, but I have this hanging bishop. And I don't see any tactics to defend it, do I? I guess there's a lot has happened on this file, and something like this. Oh, is that? It's almost working. Because you'll notice after queen takes here, the king and queen are lined up on this file, and the only pieces protecting them from being attacked are my bishop and this knight. And so I could try something like this to attack the knight, x-raying the rook, and letting my rook x-ray the king-queen skewer. So maybe something good does come out of this. So say they do this, right? That was what I was worried about. Oh, we can take a pawn with check as well. I didn't notice that this is... The knight was overloaded. It's defending here as well. Okay. So what about the like wacky idea I had about this nonsense, right? Does that work at all? No. Takes. I just don't have enough time to play all the moves I need to play, I guess. Like these are both fine moves, but they don't get me an advantage. And the bishop can defend the knight, so it doesn't have to budge. Okay. So after that, I pick this up. This is the only legal move, except for capturing the rook, the bishop, which sucks. This. Ah, and we get like an attack on this knight, sort of. And the king is now huddled in the corner. And we can finally pile up on the knight. Wow. Okay, that's a tough one. Came away with the win. Not an especially good performance, but actually 36 average cent-to-pawn loss. That like might be one of my records. I haven't had a lot of great performances. I know this video is going a little long, but I wanted to see. Will it tell me anything about? Where is insights? Here we are. Update insights. Yeah. So what if I looked at like is there some average cent-to-pawn loss? Yeah. So I don't want average. I want to know like I wanted to know. I don't know, date. How am I doing? Look at this. Today I've been well below average on cent-to-pawn losses. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can draw a downward arrow that way. Things are cool, I guess. Okay, anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.